All right, this is basically part 2 of the video. We're at 145 Antler Trail. This is the repairability portion. I've showed you this in the last video. Obviously, you know, it's the same situation. You're gonna have these inconsistencies on the roof. There's gonna be, you know, these circles that are clearly not, they're clearly not wear and tear. Like, this is more of a wear and tear situation right here. All up here looks like a wear and tear situation. These are clear indications of hail damage. There's crater in there. Granules are pushed in. Matting's busted. Fiberglass is fractured. It's not an 1.5 inches or an 1 3/4 inches. As you can see, my finger is not that big, but this is the repairability portion. I've already spoke my mind on that. We're gonna be using a roof snake. This is allowed by, or this is recommended, the repair tool for all major insurance companies to repair this to the best of our abilities. This is the tool that's gonna give us the best chance to repair this. So again, 145 Antler Trail. It's about 5:30 today. It's October the 4th, and it's roughly 78 degrees. So it's a perfect day out here. This shingle ends here. And see, check that out. Anyways, shingle ends there, and it ends here. So we're gonna have to manipulate this little corner piece that, again, runs into here. I've already told you about a transitional slope, but I think for the repair, I'll just be able to pop this corner up, and then we're gonna have to manipulate this shingle that runs to there, and then the one straight above it. So take this one out, manipulate this one, this corner, and then this shingle straight across the top. We're gonna get down here, maybe get in the valley a little bit more, so you can make sure. So the biggest thing about repairs, and not so much while removing, but while installing, is that you don't want to hyperextend the shingle or lift the shingle greater than a 45-degree angle or whatever. I'm just going to try to get comfortable as I can on this. Damaged shingle, wind damage, crap ton of debris. This one is starting to crack up here. So basically every time, we just had another storm not long ago. It was a hurricane. We really didn't get hit that bad up here, but without further ado, here we go. This is okay. So it doesn't matter because this is the damaged shingle already, but with the roof sealant that's on this roof, I just completely ripped through there. Let me try this. If you go straight under the bottom, you're gonna get under these teeth, because these are 2-piece shingles. You're gonna get under the teeth of these, and you're gonna tear up the shingle below it. So the best thing to do is to start out on one of these teeth and go under here like that. That actually worked out pretty good. And just gently go across everything. The shingle tore, but like I said, again, it doesn't matter on this one because this is the damaged shingle, but it's an indication. Perfect, that came up. It's an indication of what's gonna happen here. So we'll continue with that. This one's already popped up, so that actually worked out in our favor. Here's our tooth right there, torn. I'm just, gradually popping these up. So we've already failed repairability. I'm just going because you guys need to see this, but it's already ripped here. There's matting transfer. I knew that was going to be the case when this was like this. There's a ton of matting transfer. I'll show you that when we get this out. So this is done. Now we've got to move up here. Okay. So you guys saw that. I'm not jamming the shingles. I am placing this here and I am pushing it. And look, all right. So this is, we've popped this shingle up. You can see that, like you can see the, that's not the way that the shingle is supposed to sit. It started to tear right there. But this is just what we're doing, ripped. I'm not doing anything that would be inconsistent with how anybody else would do a repair. I don't care what tool you're using. I don't care what the temperature is. I don't care what time of year it is. There is nothing that anybody could do any differently than what I just did. We're probably gonna have to put a tarp over this because we're exposing all these nails from these shingles. Let me have that camera, Gary.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna twist you back up. Let's see. All right, perfect. So here was the damaged shingle. This was the first piece that I put in. So check that out. Look at all that matting. Look at how easy this is tearing. So this is the damaged shingle. So there's really nothing that can be done about this, but check this out. Not even close to a 45. If you push in, this shingle's just tearing. Just as easy like that, just as brittle as can be. So, but anyways, look at all the matting transfer. So this is unacceptable. That actually is considered failed repairability as well when it pulls the shingle. Basically, we're compromising all of these shingles, every single one of these shingles we just manipulated are compromised. So we came here with one shingle to do a repair for here. Now I have to do a repair on 2 more shingles. We got lucky here. But I have to do a repair on 2 more shingles. And on this one, we're not going to get so lucky, because to get this shingle out that's destroyed now, we have to go up here, and then we have to get into the hip. You can see where these are nailed into the shingle. So when we start tearing the hip off, we've got to go to the other side, and on that other side there's nails in the same locations that are going through the same shingles, and it's virtually impossible to take everything apart, repair it, and put the nails back in the same place, nor would that ever pass, does that fall under a building code that's acceptable. So we actually busted up some of the sealant strips on these while we were performing, or just breaking them loose. So that's a tear there. This is the non-damaged shingle. Damaged shingles down here that's just destroyed in multiple places. Actually, I think it ripped. There it is. Ripped in another place too. But see, check that out. There's a sealant strip that's back there that's completely busted loose. So this is just asking to next time a storm comes, wind swoop under there, and it's going to have wind damage. Same thing here, all the way up under there. This was the one that did that as well. But so these 2 shingles, there's tears, ripped. But check that out. Look at all the, I can't even pick this up, to be honest with you. Like, hold this, Gary. So if we wanted to perform a repair, we'll basically tell you this is going to be a brittleness test, I guess. So you've got a 45-degree threshold or whatever. All the major insurance companies don't want you to extend the repair past that. It's almost impossible if you want to put a nail gun in here and do it how the roof would be installed. But this is just picking this shingle up, right? So I'm not even close to a 45. We're bending it. Watch how brittle this is. I'm just gonna let this rest, but this is where it ripped, prior in the video. But if you pick these shingles up, we're still not at a 45. All of them are creasing, and if you just knock like that, look, there's a huge crease in it. I didn't even pick it up. It goes in the whole thing. I knew that was going to be the case. That's why I'm not going to waste the time, to go get a shingle to replace this one, and number 2, because next time the rain falls, that's why I'm beating on the roof like this, because I'm knocking the granules loose that are already loose. Next time the rain falls, it was going to wash this stuff down anyways. So not only did the shingles rip and tear, but they failed the brittleness test, because I barely even lifted the shingles up. And you can see exactly where that crease is where I had the shingles. It started bowing this up. I'm surprised it didn't crease here or start losing granules there. But that's probably going to just conclude this video. I don't think anybody, a homeowner especially, that pays to have their property taken care of, is going to want to leave their roof like this. So we're going to put a layer of ice and water over this, and then we're going to tarp over that to make sure that this homeowner is fully protected. These are exposing the nails, so any type of rain, it can find that. Check this out. Look at all the matting transfer there, and look at all the matting transfer there. We started pulling off the other side of the shingle, but that's going to conclude this. Both of these videos will be posted to YouTube. The title of these videos will just be the claim number, probably part 1 and part 2. Look at that. This is horrible. The roof looks terrible right now. And this was, we didn't even put a new shingle in or extract the old one. This is just breaking all of the stuff loose. And again, we're using a roof snake. This is what we're told to use. Just from this right here, ignore the hail damage that's on the roof. Just this right here speaks volume about us not being able to do anything on this roof other than a full roof replacement to work in the best faith and do the right thing for this homeowner. So this will be posted to YouTube. I will send this to claims@allstate.com, and the adjuster will be able to take a look at it from there. We're going to tag or copy the homeowner's local agent in this video as well when it's posted to YouTube, or the email. And you can reach me at 678-767-2862 with any questions that you may have in regards to this roof or any other part of this claim. Thank you.